We will continue with the Christmas story. Today we will read the story titled What a Christmas. I sit in my room staring out the window and cursing the snow. Damn holidays. I thought as I saw the people outside caroling at my neighbor's house. Sometimes I wonder how they put up with their noise and cheer. Can't I just be left alone? I got up from my bed and depressingly made my way to the kitchen where my roommates left some groceries before they left to go spend holidays at their parents' house across town. Great, at least I don't have to put up with that annoying Christmas music blasting in my ears at the store. I sigh and begin making myself dinner. It wasn't anything fancy. I wasn't the best cook, so I just made myself a stir fry and called it a day. That was until I heard those blasted carolers knocking on my door. I can't believe people actually knock here. Can't they see that I don't care about their damn holidays? I muttered as I flicked the lights off and pretended not to be home. Then I trudged my way back to my dimly lit bedroom and sat at my desk. At least I could watch YouTube or play a game or something. Maybe I could finish those month-old assignments too. It was a hard choice of what to do though, so I just sat there in the dark eating my food. Christmas has always been a depressing time of year for me. I never knew why, I just hated it. Maybe it was resentment of all the joy and happiness that others got around the holidays while I just got miserable. All my friends called me weird, the only family I had never invited me to join them during the holidays either. Then I remembered it, an incident that happened when I was around 5 or 6. Damn it, what happened there again? I cursed as I tried to remember. It was the reason I hated Christmas, the reason I hated the holidays. The mall Santa. I remember now. I thought as I took a bite of my stir fry. It had been a long time ago. I was at the mall with my grandmother, the woman who raised me. We had gone to the mall to visit Santa and go shopping. After we had gotten everything and left for a car, Santa followed us. Santa did it. Santa ended the most wonderful woman I knew right in front of an innocent child, shot her dead, shot her twice in the head. That's why I hated the holidays so much. That's why I was snapped out of my thoughts from the sound of glass breaking downstairs. Shit, what was that? Did someone throw ice at my window? Maybe an intruder? Why am I just sitting here? I got up from my chair and grabbed the katana that rested in the anime corner of my room and walked downstairs. I didn't own a gun, never believed in it. So the katana was all I had to defend myself even though it was dull. When I got down the stairs, I cursed myself for being that person in a horror movie. But I continued. I searched the entire house until I found the cause of the noise. It was a glass vase that fell over. And a puppy? I put my katana down and picked the tiny thing up. It was so small and cute, so innocent and lovable. I couldn't help but smile at this innocent creature in my hands. I didn't know how it got in the house, or why it was in the house. All of that was irrelevant at the moment as I carried the little fluff ball into the washroom and carefully picked the glass out of its fur. The puppy was adorable. I decided to keep it and name it Arthur. It was a peculiar name for a dog. But it fit him. I guessed that Arthur was a black lab by the color of his coat. His eyes were blue like a husky though. Maybe a mixed breed? I thought as I washed Arthur up and dried him with a towel. That's when I remembered the broken vase. My roommates were going to kill me for breaking it. I decided that their vase didn't matter too much considering that Arthur was here now, so I set Arthur down in my room and cleaned up the glass. I also put my katana back where it was supposed to be in the corner of my room. Then I spent all night playing with my new friend. It was the first bit of joy I felt during the holidays in years. I never knew how much a dog could affect a person. But now that I have Arthur, I feel better and I don't know why or how. For the next week, Arthur and I spent the holidays watching crappy romance movies on Netflix, sleeping, or stuffing our mouths with the food in the house. This isn't actually that bad. I guess I should probably try to enjoy the holidays a bit. Even if my recent memories have been rather dim around this time of year. I thought as I walked around the house cleaning up after Arthur. It was probably the happiest I've been in months though. Arthur really made an impact on my life that I never thought was possible. When my roommates did get back, a quiet girl and her kind twin brother, they didn't actually kill me when they found out the vase broke. Though, I think it was because of Arthur. The girl, named Delilah, was in love with Arthur the second she saw the little fluff ball. Her brother, Damien, also loved Arthur. Everyone loved this little fluff ball and welcomed Arthur as an official member of the household. For the next couple of years, me and Arthur accompanied Delilah and Damien to their parents' house for the holidays. It wasn't actually as bad as I first thought. Arthur ended up growing to be a really big dog, but also a really good boy. He stayed by my side a majority of the time. I remember Damien once calling him Mama's boy or something silly like that. I didn't mind it though. Every year on Christmas Day, I thanked God for giving me Arthur. My little boy. My Arthur. God will bless you. We will continue with the Christmas story. Today we will read the story titled Carol of the Bells. You will be going nowhere today. He leans against her door as the heavy snow covers the brown of his uniform. The snow will be good for the festivities though. She lets out a long sigh. The festivities are what she is trying to escape. The highway should be clear, I reckon it is. The problem is that the mountain pass isn't. It is completely snowbound. Heck, not even the snow plows can get through. He spits out a wad of tobacco. The broy stain mars the purity of the snow. She sighs. There is nothing to do but return home. Thanks anyway, Leroy. He tips his snow-covered hat and the snow falls off, covering the brown mark. That is something, anyway. As she slowly works her way home, she passed all the lights of her neighbor's house. It increases her depression. Her home is the only one so unadorned. She is unloading her trunk when her neighbor steps out. The older woman's face is alight with excitement. How wonderful is this? She is enthused about the still falling snow. She turns her face up to it like a child. We never get snow. I know. It is one reason I moved here. It is a Christmas miracle. It is a freak storm that messed up my plans. She counters, you don't find it delightful? No. She enters her house. It hasn't a spring of holly to fight the winter's chill. Hers is the only home so bare. Even the Greens, the Jewish family, has a menorah to fight the winter darkness. Her window alone is unlit. Something they will realize, she thinks. Every other year, she has been away. They would assume that she doesn't decorate because she does elsewhere. Oh well. There is nothing to be done. She sighs as she remembers that first year, 11 years ago. It was Black Friday and she had innocently walked out her front door and into a parade route. Aren't we blessed? Doris, her neighbor, had squealed, to be on the parade route. We just need to step out our door. That is when she knew this town was Christmas crazy. Great. She hurried back inside and shut herself away until it was safe to be outside again. The next day, when a necessary trip downtown has her in the middle of a concert, held in the town commons, she decides to escape. It is a practice she kept up every year until this one. As she expected, her neighbors soon realize that her house is different. It starts with Beth and Andrew from across the street. They arrive with a wreath. Mary, with the snow keeping you here and away from your regular holiday home, we wanted to gift you a wreath for your door. Beth holds it out. It is a real pine one with a red bow on top. It is encircled with bells and smaller red bows. A very lovely gift. Thank you, but I don't celebrate Christmas. From their reactions you would think she had confessed to not liking puppies. You don't celebrate Christmas. How can you not celebrate Christmas? Beth exclaims. Andrew soothes. Now Beth, maybe she is a Jehovah's Witness. They don't celebrate any holidays. Oh, is that it? No, I am not. I just don't celebrate Christmas. This news is quickly passed along, through the phone lines, over snow-covered fences, in barber shops and beauty salons. Everyone is discussing Mary and her strange declaration. Can you imagine? No, she isn't. The Douglas asked. No one knows. The Greens haven't seen them in the temple either. It is decided that the mayor will make a good emissary and he is sent to her home. Miss Jones, Mayor Richardson, what do I owe the pleasure? May I come in? Of course. She leads him in. They take seats in her bare living room. I hear you don't celebrate Christmas? This brings the mayor out. Have I broken some law? She is smiling outside, but inside she is fuming. Why can't they leave her alone? No, it is just a curiosity. Most folks around her. I know. I am the exception that proves the rule. I know it is strange. May I ask why? She shrugs. You may ask. He grins. But you don't have to answer. I understand. So, you won't be my date for the concert tonight? He teases. She knows he will be taking his wife and children. Afraid not. After seeing him out, she sits back down, helpless against the memories all the talk of Christmas brought up. It was about this time of year, 11 years previous. She can hear the doctor's words. It is stage 4 metastasized to her brain. I am sorry. How long? It will surprise me if she sees the new year. She doesn't. As gifts are unwrapped, she holds her dying mom's hand. The next day, she breathes her last. At 5 that evening, there was another knock on the door. She turns on the porch light. Doris stands there. Her sweet face is framed by a fur hood. I came with a special invitation from Jillian. She asks you to come to hear her sing her special tonight. Jillian is one of Doris' grandchildren. The other, the infant, Danny, will be playing the Christ child in the living nativity. Mary adores both children. Doris is hitting below the belt using her granddaughter. She might be able to resist her and the mayor, but that sweet girl. Hold on. I will get my coat. I guess a concert won't hurt me. That is the spirit. It might not have. There is no doubt Jillian is happy to see her. Her face lights up as the children step on stage. Yes, maybe she could have got through it had they stuck with children's songs. The opening notes have her gripping the seat, her fingers pale as the children start singing, Carol of the Bells. She stumbled up, her face as white as the falling snow. She tries hard to get through the crowd without disturbing others. Her goal is to reach safety, a place where the music can't teach her. The town commons has great acoustics and the song echoes around her. She feels herself going insane. Mary? His touch stops and steadies her. Are you all right? You're as pale as the snow. No, she answers the mayor, need away from the. She gestures to the commons. He helps her to a bench in the small park. The music is just a faint noise. The snow is cold on her bum but helps to ground her. I should have never come. If Jillian hadn't asked me. I thought they would sing children's songs, Frosty and the like. I'm listening. It was the song playing when the doctor came out to officially tell me my mom was dead. It was obscene, the combination of Christmas lights, decorations, and music with the death of my mom. 11 Christmases ago. Jesus wept. He whispers, unheard. It was her favorite time of year. Until. No, she still tried to remain jolly. Even with everything. She always tried to keep a smile on her face. I'm sorry. Tell me about her. As the snow continues to fall, she does. She tells him about her hard life, her overcoming, her diagnosis and death. Are you honoring her by rejecting her favorite time of year? She glares at him. You wouldn't understand. I lost my dad on Father's Day. For the next few years, I didn't want to celebrate. I asked my kids to give me nothing. Then my wife told me I was harming them, denying them the chance to honor me and his memory. After that, we made a tradition of going out to dinner and then visiting his grave. I apologize. You had a family for support. I had her. That is all. He nods. Now you have us, if you wish, to lean on. We can help you find the joy of this season and honor her memory.